talk to me about France and because I'm interviewing a guy next week called Henry Dimbleby who did
I know Henry.
really amazing guy, and he actually said I think it was in his. No, it wasn't his book. It was on a podcast. I was literally listening to this morning. He was like, I believe London has kind of supplanted France right now, like not historically, but in terms of the restaurants and the quality of food. He thinks kind of, his exact words were, France rested on their laurels. What would you kind of alluded, Margot, earlier to France not being what it was. Let's try and kind of unpack that.
I blame Michelin star.
Really?
Yep. I think Michelin star has a lot to answer for, and setting out, first of all, to get your stars, you have to do certain things. So you need your mousse bouche, and you need, years ago, you needed carpet in the loo. I mean, really? And, and I mean, who are these people to put these rules down? And then, so everyone's trying to build to get the star, because if you haven't got a star, who are you? And so all the lovely local restaurants in the countryside, like the places where Elizabeth David would have gone, you stumbled upon, she talks about an omelette and a glass of wine, they have disappeared. I think it's also to do with the hard work in restaurants and what you get out of it. So there's that sort of thing involved in it as well. And now in the countryside, this is not so much in Paris, because Paris there is actually a lot going on, and it's a lot to do with the Asian kids who grew up in Paris with parents running little restaurants. So there is culturally a lot of really exciting things happening in Paris. But in the countryside, it seems that it's either a big chateau, and there are also places we went to stay in the most beautiful town. There was pizzas which were bought in, or bags of food that they buy in from great big huge factories. It's all, and then you put it in your sous vide and you heat up some stew. They're not even making the food. I think probably at home the French are eating well, the markets are good, so they're shopping well. Yeah. They've got amazing produce, they know what they're doing, but they're losing. They don't, if they're not careful, they will lose their own. They need to let more simple cooking happen. I mean, where would you go and have cassoulet in France now? I mean, in winter. I mean, some of the older restaurants, I mean, there are places, of course, but it's not as easy to find. I mean, when you go to Italy, you stumble across a pretty good restaurant quite easily, whereas France, I think it's much more difficult. That is what I'm trying to say. And now in Britain, you can sometimes stumble across pubs all over the countryside. We're trying to build that here now, I think.
Espressos is sponsored by supply chain software gurus Unleashed. It talks to your e-com and accounting software. It's helped islands cut admin time in half, get granular clarity on your margins, know where your stock is, don't miss availability. Brands like Candy Kittens, Tiny Rebel and Trip all use Unleashed, and so should you.